season over, it's like, man, you start to, like, I think you really start to think of, like, what you really just did. So it's not just that 16 games. It's like, all right, we had preseason games.
Yeah.
We had camp that we just went through. We had OTAs. He was training. Like, it's a whole, like, snowball effect of, you know, all that physical work that you just put in. And it's like, throughout the season, sometimes you don't realize how hurt you are or how tired you are. You just going. Like, when the season ends, like, I think, like, the next 2-3 days, I was, like, knocked out.
That's Alvin Kamara. He was with us at the Super Bowl last week talking about the 17-game regular season that the NFL wants. And the way it stands right now, Big Cat, the NFL and the NFLPA negotiating teams have reached a proposal that is being presented to the NFLPA for consideration that would include 17 games in the regular season on a 10-year CBA. And they're getting more pushback than I think they thought they were going to get from NFLPA leadership. You negotiate with the league, and then you have to sell it to your client. And it's a complicated process because you've got an executive committee, a board of player representatives, and then eventually a full vote of the union. And they're having a hard time getting leadership to sign off on this CBA premised on 17 games. The players don't want it. I think it's even less attractive to players in the month after a season ended. Maybe later in the offseason, they'll feel better about 17 because they will have forgotten how bad they hurt after 16. What's your thought generally on 17? I mean, I feel like it's inevitable, so I've accepted it. And the fact the union is negotiating based on 17, hey, if you don't want 17, you tell them from the get-go, we're wasting our time talking about 17 games. But they've negotiated for a year. I feel like it's inevitable. Do you want it to happen?
Okay, so explain to me real quick. If there's a 17-game season, there'll be 2 byes. Is that correct?
No. The structure would still be 1 bye. Some people would like 2 byes. That would push the Super Bowl to President's Day weekend, but it would still be 1 bye.
That's what I go for. So I agree with the players when they say a 17-game season, like, why are we adding another game? It's already a long enough season. Give me 2 byes and give me a Super Bowl President's Day weekend. I'm all in for that. Because from my perspective, and this is the total fan perspective, all I want is to bridge the gap a little bit more between the Super Bowl and March Madness. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want there to be as few weeks between those 2 events as possible. So give me 17 weeks. Give me 2 byes. Let me watch Week 17 of the NFL season, or Week 18, whatever you want to call it. No, it'd be Week 19, right, with 2 byes. Let me watch that in January. Let me watch the playoffs starting mid-January. Get me all the way to President's Day weekend. Boom, now you have Monday off after the Super Bowl. Everyone's problems are solved.
When the issue of 17 games first emerged as the compromise between 16 and 18 last July, Packers CEO Mark Murphy spoke about it at the annual shareholders meeting for the Packers organization. And I got Murphy on the phone after this all started to come out, and he told me that the networks don't want 2 byes. They did 2 byes in 1993, if you recall, back when you were, 8 years old?
8 years old.
And it dilutes the schedule. When you add that second bye, think about it. You're taking more games out of every week. Think about what a nightmare it would be for fantasy football with 2 byes for every team. And how many teams would be off in any given week. I know you don't care and you like to scoff, but a lot of people care. A lot of people care about that. So I think that logistically, it makes, hey, well, let's just add another week. But you add another week by taking games away, and you already lose those 4 to 6 teams every week during bye season. Now you're going to make that even worse, Big Cat.
Mike, I've said this idea before. I think you're the one who was like, that's the craziest idea ever. Throw it out. But I'll repeat it again. Do 2 byes, and one of those weeks, make it no football on that Sunday. Give everyone a reset day where they can, be a good husband, be a good dad, be a good wife, whatever it may be. Give everyone that one day where they can sit down on a Sunday and be like, you know what? I'm going to see my family again. Football is family. Give me a reset day, a reset week. Everyone's on a bye. Maybe throw some college football games on that Saturday. Give me that, and you solve everything.
Play them on that Sunday. Move them to the Sunday.
I know.
You know what? I don't despise it. It's like the Mother's Day for NASCAR. They always shut down on Mother's Day, right?
Oh, you know what? Give me the regular bye schedule, right? Okay, here's what you do. You give me the regular bye schedule. and say the season goes all the way to January 15th or whatever it may be. Give me the Sunday closest to Christmas because those are already bowl games, so you can let the bowl games happen. It's already, family time. You want to spend time with your family. You're not going to want to watch, the Saturday night game, the Sunday night game. Give me that 1 week off so everyone can go spend time with their family, and then give me 3 weeks of football, NFL football, on the other side of Christmas to finish out the season. There it is. I just solved all the world's problems.
I may have hated it the last time around. I don't hate it this time, but I'll tell you what. The audience on Twitter hates the idea of 17 games. I put the question out yesterday. Very simple. Do you want a 17-game regular season? Yes or no? More than 50,000 votes, and there's still plenty of time to vote if you haven't. 62.2% don't want 17 games.
Who are these people,
And I didn't vote
Mike?
no. Did I vote no? I didn't vote no on that. Somebody voted no on that. I didn't.
Looks like you voted
I voted
no.
yes. I voted yes.
Looks like you voted
no. Somebody. I think it had. Somebody had to vote yes or no to get the final numbers. I did not vote no because here's the thing. It's inevitable. I've accepted it. And with the union is going to negotiate on 17 games, they've accepted it too. The question is how much money are they going to get for it?
Give your Christmas off. That is a great bargaining chip to get that 17th game. And you won't miss it that much on Christmas, right around Christmas. If you can watch bowl games and you can go spend time with your family, you won't miss NFL as much.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.